Welcome to Zen Zone Exodus.
Introduction to Stoicism. Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy founded in the early 3rd century BC by Zeno of Citium, is a practical guide to living a fulfilling life based on the pursuit of virtue and wisdom. Developed and refined by subsequent philosophers such as Cleanthes, Chrysippus, Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, Stoicism teaches that the path to eudaimonia happiness or flourishing lies in accepting the moment as it presents itself, using one's mind to understand the world, and practicing virtue. Unlike many other philosophical traditions, Stoicism emphasizes practical application over theoretical discourse, focusing on how to live rather than what to believe. At its core, Stoicism is about recognizing what we can control, accepting what we cannot, and cultivating an inner life that is resilient and tranquil. 1. Focus on what you can control. One of the fundamental principles of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, famously articulated by Epictetus in his Enchiridion. This principle asserts that while some things are within our control, such as our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, other things are not, including external events and other people's actions. By clearly distinguishing between what is within our power and what is not, we can direct our efforts towards areas where we can make a difference and cultivate a sense of acceptance and equanimity regarding everything else. Understanding and internalizing this dichotomy allows us to focus our energy on our own responses and actions, which are the only things we truly govern. When we encounter challenges or setbacks, remembering this distinction can prevent unnecessary frustration and help us maintain our composure. For example, if we face criticism at work, we cannot control others' opinions, but we can control how we respond, whether we choose to react with anger, defend ourselves calmly, or take the criticism constructively to improve. Stoicism teaches that by concentrating on what we can control, we empower ourselves. This focus fosters a proactive and positive mindset as we channel our efforts into making meaningful changes in our own behavior and attitudes. Conversely, obsessing over things beyond our control leads to anxiety and helplessness. Accepting the limits of our influence and practicing the Stoic art of letting go of uncontrollable outcomes can lead to greater peace and resilience. 2. Practice virtue. In Stoicism, virtue is the highest good and the basis of a good life. Virtue encompasses 4 cardinal qualities: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues form the foundation of ethical behavior and are seen as the only true goods because they align with nature and reason, guiding us toward moral and rational living. Wisdom involves understanding the world and knowing how to act and respond appropriately. It is the knowledge of what is good, bad, and indifferent. Wisdom enables us to make sound decisions, discern the true value of things, and see through superficial appearances to grasp the underlying reality. Courage is the ability to confront fear, uncertainty, and adversity with resolve and inner strength. It is not merely physical bravery, but also the moral courage to uphold our principles and do what is right, even when it is difficult or unpopular. Justice pertains to fairness and treating others with respect and equity. It involves recognizing the rights of others, acting with integrity, and contributing to the common good. A just person respects social and moral obligations and strives to create a harmonious and just society. Temperance is the moderation and self-control that allow us to manage our desires and impulses. It helps us avoid excesses and maintain balance in our lives. Temperance involves being mindful of our actions and making choices that promote our long-term well-being and that of others. By cultivating these virtues, Stoics believe we can live in accordance with our rational nature and achieve true happiness. Virtue is seen as self-sufficient and the source of genuine contentment because it is under our control and not dependent on external circumstances. The practice of virtue is a continuous journey of self-improvement where we strive to align our actions with our ethical principles and contribute positively to the world around us. 3. Accept fate. The Stoic concept of accepting fate, often referred to as amor fati, love of fate, is a profound aspect of their philosophy. It entails embracing all events in life, both good and bad, as necessary parts of the cosmic order. The Stoics believed that the universe operates according to a rational and providential plan, and everything happens for a reason, even if it is not immediately apparent to us. Acceptance of fate does not mean passive resignation, but an active and willing embrace of whatever comes our way. It involves recognizing that many aspects of life are beyond our control, such as external events, the actions of others, and even certain outcomes of our own actions. By accepting these elements with grace and equanimity, we can maintain our inner peace and focus on what truly matters: our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. For the Stoics, acceptance of fate is a way to align ourselves with the natural order and cultivate resilience. When faced with adversity, instead of resisting or lamenting our circumstances, we can choose to respond with courage and wisdom. This mindset allows us to transform potential suffering into opportunities for growth and learning. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reflected on the importance of accepting whatever happens as natural and necessary, using it as a means to develop his character and wisdom. Practicing amor fati helps us develop a sense of serenity and detachment from external events. It encourages us to focus on our inner life and cultivate virtues, knowing that our worth and happiness do not depend on external circumstances. By accepting and even loving our fate, we can live more fully in the present moment, appreciate the beauty and impermanence of life, and find meaning in every experience. 4. Cultivate inner peace. Inner peace is a central goal in Stoic philosophy, achieved through the cultivation of a calm and rational mind. Stoics believe that true tranquility comes from within and is independent of external circumstances. To achieve inner peace, it is essential to manage one's desires and emotions, maintain a sense of detachment from external outcomes, and practice mindfulness and self-reflection. One of the key techniques for cultivating inner peace is apatheia, which means freedom from irrational passions and emotional disturbances. Stoics do not advocate for the suppression of all emotions, but rather the moderation and rational management of them. By understanding the nature of our emotions and their triggers, we can respond to them more wisely and prevent them from overwhelming us. Mindfulness is another important practice for achieving inner peace. By staying present and fully engaged in the current moment, we can avoid being consumed by worries about the future or regrets about the past. Mindfulness helps us observe our thoughts and feelings without being carried away by them, allowing us to maintain a balanced and centered state of mind. Self-reflection is a crucial aspect of Stoic practice. By regularly examining our thoughts, actions, and motivations, we can gain deeper insights into our behavior and make conscious efforts to improve. This process of introspection helps us identify and correct irrational beliefs, cultivate virtues, and align our lives with our ethical principles. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of aligning our will with the natural order. By accepting the world as it is and recognizing the limits of our control, we can develop a sense of serenity and contentment. This acceptance does not mean passive resignation, but a proactive engagement with life, guided by reason and virtue. 5. Live in accordance with nature. Living in accordance with nature is a fundamental principle in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that the universe is a rational and interconnected whole, governed by the divine reason logos. Humans, as rational beings, are a part of this natural order and should strive to live in harmony with it. This means understanding and accepting the natural world, recognizing our place within it, and aligning our actions with its principles. Living in accordance with nature involves several key aspects. Firstly, it means understanding the nature of things, including ourselves, and acting in ways that are consistent with this understanding. This includes recognizing the transient and impermanent nature of external goods and focusing on what is truly important: virtue and wisdom. Secondly, it means accepting the natural order and events as they unfold. The Stoics believe that everything happens according to a rational plan, even if it is beyond our comprehension. By accepting the events of our lives, both good and bad, as part of this natural order, we can cultivate a sense of peace and resilience. Thirdly, living in accordance with nature involves recognizing our social nature and our duties to others. The Stoics believe that humans are naturally social beings, and we have an obligation to contribute to the common good. This means acting with justice, kindness, and empathy, and fulfilling our roles and responsibilities in society. Finally, it means living a life of virtue. Since virtue is in accordance with reason, and reason is in accordance with nature, a virtuous life is a natural life. By cultivating wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we align ourselves with the natural order and live in a way that is true to our rational nature. 6. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness, or the practice of being fully present and aware of the moment, is an essential component of Stoic philosophy. Stoics believe that mindfulness helps us maintain control over our thoughts and emotions, make rational decisions, and live in accordance with our values and principles. Mindfulness involves paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and actions without judgment. By observing our mental and emotional states, we can gain insights into our patterns of thinking and behavior and identify areas for improvement. This awareness allows us to respond to situations with greater clarity and wisdom, rather than reacting impulsively or irrationally. Practicing mindfulness helps us stay grounded in the present moment and avoid being consumed by worries about the future or regrets about the past. By focusing on the here and now, we can fully engage with our experiences and appreciate the beauty and richness of life. Mindfulness also helps us cultivate a sense of gratitude and contentment as we become more aware of the positive aspects of our lives. In Stoicism, mindfulness is closely linked to the practice of self-reflection and continuous self-improvement. By regularly examining our thoughts and actions, we can identify and correct irrational beliefs, cultivate virtues, and align our lives with our ethical principles. This process of introspection and self-awareness is essential for personal growth and the pursuit of a virtuous life. Mindfulness also plays a crucial role in managing our emotions and maintaining inner peace. By observing our emotions without being carried away by them, we can prevent them from overwhelming us and make more rational and balanced decisions. This emotional regulation is essential for achieving tranquility and resilience in the face of life's challenges. 7. Exercise self-discipline. Self-discipline is a cornerstone of Stoic practice, essential for cultivating virtue and achieving a fulfilling life. Stoics believe that self-discipline involves controlling our impulses and desires, maintaining focus on our goals, and consistently practicing virtue, even in the face of difficulties. Self-discipline requires a commitment to personal growth and self-improvement. It involves setting clear goals and making conscious efforts to align our actions with our values and principles. This may include developing habits that promote physical and mental well-being, such as regular exercise, healthy eating, and mindfulness practices. Self-discipline also involves managing our desires and impulses. Stoics believe that many of our desires are irrational and can lead to unnecessary suffering. By practicing temperance and moderation, we can avoid excesses and maintain balance in our lives. This means being mindful of our consumption, avoiding harmful behaviors, and making choices that promote our long-term well-being and that of others. Another important aspect of self-discipline is resilience. Stoics prepare themselves for difficulties by contemplating potential challenges and practicing indifference to pain and pleasure. This mental preparation builds fortitude and enables them to face hardships with grace. By exercising self-discipline, we can develop the inner strength and resilience needed to navigate life's challenges and maintain our commitment to virtue. Self-discipline also involves the cultivation of patience and perseverance. Stoics believe that personal growth and the pursuit of virtue are lifelong endeavors that require sustained effort and dedication. By practicing patience and staying committed to our goals, we can overcome obstacles and achieve meaningful progress in our lives. 8. Develop resilience. Resilience, or the ability to withstand adversity and recover from setbacks, is highly valued in Stoic philosophy. Stoics believe that resilience is essential for achieving inner peace and maintaining a virtuous life in the face of life's challenges. One of the key ways to develop resilience is through the practice of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This involves mentally rehearsing potential challenges and adversities, imagining how we would respond, and preparing ourselves to face them with courage and wisdom. By contemplating difficulties in advance, we can reduce their emotional impact and build the mental fortitude needed to overcome them. Another important aspect of resilience is the Stoic practice of amor fati, or the love of fate. This involves accepting and embracing all events in life, both good and bad, as necessary parts of the cosmic order. By accepting our circumstances with grace and equanimity, we can maintain our inner peace and focus on what truly matters: our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Stoics also emphasize the importance of self-control and emotional regulation in building resilience. By managing our emotions and maintaining a balanced and centered state of mind, we can prevent external events from overwhelming us and make more rational and effective decisions. This emotional resilience is essential for maintaining our composure and inner peace in the face of adversity. Resilience also involves cultivating a sense of purpose and meaning in life. Stoics believe that a strong sense of purpose, rooted in the pursuit of virtue and the fulfillment of our duties, can provide us with the motivation and strength needed to overcome challenges. By focusing on our higher goals and values, we can find meaning in our struggles and persevere through difficulties. 9. Reflect daily. Daily reflection is a key Stoic practice, essential for personal growth and the pursuit of a virtuous life. By regularly examining our thoughts, actions, and motivations, we can gain deeper insights into our behavior, identify areas for improvement, and make conscious efforts to align our lives with our ethical principles. Stoics often engage in evening reflections, where they review the events of the day, assess their actions, and evaluate their progress towards their goals. This process of introspection helps them identify and correct irrational beliefs, cultivate virtues, and make meaningful changes in their behavior. By reflecting on their experiences, Stoics can learn from their mistakes and successes and continuously strive to improve. Daily reflection also involves setting intentions and goals for the future. By clarifying our aspirations and defining our priorities, we can focus our efforts on what truly matters and make deliberate choices that align with our values. This forward-looking aspect of reflection helps us stay motivated and committed to our personal growth and the pursuit of virtue. In addition to personal introspection, Stoics also practice self-reflection in their interactions with others. By considering how their actions affect those around them, Stoics can cultivate empathy, kindness, and fairness. This relational aspect of reflection helps them build and maintain positive and meaningful relationships and contribute to the common good. Daily reflection is not just about identifying areas for improvement, but also about recognizing and appreciating our progress and achievements. By acknowledging our successes and celebrating our growth, we can cultivate a sense of gratitude and contentment and stay motivated on our journey towards self-improvement. 10. Embrace voluntary discomfort. Stoics believe that experiencing voluntary discomfort is a valuable practice for building resilience and appreciating what we have. By intentionally exposing ourselves to challenges and hardships, we can develop the mental and physical fortitude needed to face life's inevitable difficulties. One common practice of voluntary discomfort in Stoicism is poverty training, where individuals temporarily live with minimal resources to experience what it is like to live in poverty. This practice helps Stoics develop a sense of gratitude for their possessions and build resilience to potential future hardships. Another example of voluntary discomfort is physical training, where Stoics engage in rigorous physical exercises to strengthen their bodies and minds. This practice helps build physical endurance and mental toughness and prepares individuals to handle physical challenges and discomfort. Fasting and dietary restrictions are also common practices of voluntary discomfort in Stoicism. By abstaining from food or following a strict diet, Stoics can develop self-discipline and control over their desires. This practice helps individuals appreciate the value of food and cultivate a sense of moderation and temperance. Exposure to extreme temperatures, such as taking cold showers or spending time in cold environments, is another form of voluntary discomfort practiced by Stoics. This exposure helps build resilience to environmental conditions and strengthens the body's ability to adapt to different temperatures. Embracing voluntary discomfort is not about seeking out pain or suffering for its own sake, but about developing resilience and appreciation. By intentionally experiencing challenges, Stoics can cultivate a sense of gratitude for their comforts, build mental and physical strength, and prepare themselves to handle life's inevitable hardships with grace and equanimity. 11. Value community and relationships. While Stoicism emphasizes personal responsibility and self-improvement, it also recognizes the importance of community and relationships. Stoics believe that humans are naturally social beings and have an obligation to contribute to the common good and build positive and meaningful relationships. Stoics practice philostorgia, or natural affection, which involves treating others with kindness, empathy, and respect. By recognizing the inherent worth of each individual, Stoics strive to build and maintain harmonious and supportive relationships. This practice helps create a sense of connection and belonging, and contributes to the well-being of both individuals and the community. In addition to practicing kindness and empathy, Stoics also emphasize the importance of justice and fairness in their interactions with others. By treating others with fairness and acting with integrity, Stoics contribute to the creation of a just and equitable society. This commitment to justice and fairness helps build trust and mutual respect in relationships and promotes social harmony. Stoics also recognize the importance of fulfilling their social roles and responsibilities. Whether as family members, friends, colleagues, or citizens, Stoics strive to fulfill their duties and contribute positively to their communities. This sense of duty and responsibility helps build strong and supportive relationships and fosters a sense of community and mutual support. Building positive relationships and contributing to the common good is not just about external actions, but also about cultivating an inner attitude of goodwill and respect. By developing a mindset of kindness, empathy, and fairness, Stoics can create positive and meaningful connections with others and contribute to a more just and harmonious society. 12. Pursue knowledge. The pursuit of knowledge is a fundamental aspect of Stoic philosophy. Stoics believe that knowledge is essential for understanding the world, making rational decisions, and living a virtuous life. By studying philosophy, science, and other disciplines, Stoics can gain deeper insights into the nature of reality and their place within it. Stoics emphasize the importance of philosophical study, which involves exploring ethical, logical, and metaphysical questions. By engaging with philosophical texts and teachings, Stoics can develop their understanding of virtue, reason, and the natural order. This philosophical study helps individuals cultivate wisdom and make informed and rational decisions. In addition to philosophical study, Stoics also value scientific knowledge and the understanding of the natural world. By studying the sciences, Stoics can gain insights into the laws of nature and the underlying principles that govern the universe. This scientific knowledge helps individuals appreciate the rational and interconnected nature of reality and align their actions with the natural order. Stoics also recognize the importance of practical knowledge and the skills needed to navigate daily life. Whether through formal education, personal experience, or the study of various disciplines, Stoics strive to develop the practical knowledge needed to fulfill their roles and responsibilities effectively. This practical knowledge helps individuals make informed decisions and contribute positively to their communities. The pursuit of knowledge is not just about acquiring information, but also about cultivating an attitude of curiosity and openness. By approaching the world with a sense of wonder and a desire to learn, Stoics can continuously grow and expand their understanding. This lifelong pursuit of knowledge helps individuals develop wisdom and live in accordance with their rational nature. Inclusion. Stoicism offers a practical and comprehensive guide to living a fulfilling and virtuous life. By focusing on what we can control, practicing virtue, accepting fate, cultivating inner peace, living in accordance with nature, practicing mindfulness, exercising self-discipline, developing resilience, reflecting daily, embracing voluntary discomfort, valuing community and relationships, and pursuing knowledge, we can achieve eudaimonia and lead a life of meaning and purpose. These principles and practices provide a roadmap for personal growth and self-improvement, helping us navigate the challenges of life with grace, wisdom, and resilience. Through the continuous practice of Stoic philosophy, we can cultivate inner strength, build positive relationships, and contribute to the common good, ultimately achieving a life of tranquility and fulfillment.